Welcome, 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 beautiful people. Welcome to Blogs and Fiction. If you are not a blog star, meaning you're not a member of my family, please make sure that you subscribe, press the bell for always to be notified when I have new things come up on my channel. As you come in, please make sure that you thumbs up the live, and we will begin in just one moment. Make sure you thumbs up the live as you come in. If you're watching the replay, make sure that you thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. So this is going to be a short live, maybe about 15, 20 minutes. Um, I know that I said that I was going to cover this topic like 2 days ago, but I have been very, very busy, guys. And so we are going to have more topics on NaNoWriMO throughout this month. But I cannot promise that it will be every day. But however, even if I have to double up on some of the information I give you, I will give you all the information you need. Hey, Patricia, thank you for coming in. So, yes, this will be a very short live. I just want to give um, this part of information because I want everyone to feel, hey, Nick, I want everyone to feel motivated and inspired to write. Writing is a beautiful thing. You know, you get to tell a story, and really, it helps release some stress. You know, for me, it's very therapeutic. So, um, I just want to encourage as many people to write as they can. And believe me, there is room in the market for new writers. So do not get discouraged. And so I'm going to go ahead with the information that I was going to share today. So, what if I can't write 200 pages of 50,000 or 50,000 words, which will equal 200 pages? It is okay. There is room for you. As I was saying in my last live, there is a place for you. So, there are reasons why writing a 200-page manuscript book may be impossible. That's family life, schedules, life, period. Okay. Everyone understands, especially during this time that we're going through these times. Everyone understands. Hey, Trish. So, um, there is a place for you. It's called Kindle Singles. And what you would do is Kindle Singles accepts books that is under 30,000 words. So that's roughly around 100 pages, depending on if you double space or just depending on the way you format your book. So, what you would do is once you upload your book into Kindle, the main site, you would send a link of your published book that's on Kindle to this link that I'm going to share in the chat. But your book has to already be published on Amazon. They will take it from there. They will send you an email and let you know if your book will be on Kindle singles. Now, the reason why, like I said, you can just have that book on Amazon, on Kindle, on the original site, because you would need it there anyway in order for Kindle Singles to go ahead and upload it onto that program, onto the Kindle Single program. But the thing is that the reason why Kindle Singles is so important is because those readers that go and they purchase those books, they know those books are less than 30,000 words. So if you were to price your book at a certain price, they're willing to pay that. Other than you dealing with people that are going through the Kindle website looking for a book, and they may be looking for a book that's 50,000 words or more, or that's 200 pages or more. So when they come across your book, these are people that have a lot of time to read, or, they may be going on a vacation or whatever the case may be. They may not really go towards purchasing your book because they're like, I need a longer novel to read. I need a longer book to read. So when you upload it onto Kindle Singles, these people that are browsing around Kindle Singles, they know that they are purchasing a book that is short, and it's like a novella. It's shorter than your your regular books, your average books. So they are willing to pay for that book. And with that being said, how to price your book? Kindle takes 30%. You keep 70%. Readers love more bang for their buck. So when you keep that in mind when you are writing a 50,000 word manuscript, when you're writing your book, keep that in mind. Readers love more bang for their buck. And so if I was to price my book and it was 200 pages long, I would price it anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't price it more than $9.99. Of course, I would not. If you price a book that has 200 pages and it's 15.99, good luck. I mean, that's a pure blessing. And if you think you can do it, be blessed. And I pray that, God does bless you with lots of sales. That is very hard to do, though. So I would not go over $9.99 for a 200-page book. If you're writing a Kindle single, I would not go over $4.99. Got to remember, people are really particular on what they spend their money on, and that the readers, I said, like more bang for their buck. So I'm going to go ahead and open up for any questions you guys may have. And I'm going to open myself up in another tab just so that I can see real time comments, because on my end it's delayed. All right, so Patricia says, so publishing and pricing a book got a lot to do with how a book sells. Yes, it does. So when it's based off of the number of pages you have as well. You know, some people, I notice, like, series sells really good. If you get readers who they love to read, they love reading, um, and they do that for like their entertainment, because there's some people that won't watch TV. There's some people that's just what they do. They read. They love books that comes in a series. Series sells so good. So if you have book 1 through 4, you're going to do really really good. And then there's some people that just they love to read, and they just like, it's okay if this author just has this one novel and it's not a series, I'm fine with that. But what they're looking for is they're looking to be fulfilled and, be satisfied with that book. And sometimes if they flip through and say, oh, only 90 pages, I don't know. Especially if it's on the normal Kindle website. But that's why I was saying there is a market for the shorter books, and that is on Kindle singles. Stephen King did an essay on gun control, and I think that essay was like, what was it, like 5 pages long? And he sold it on Kindle single. And I mean, of course, it's Stephen King, so, but he did really good on that. And there are some people where you go into Kindle singles and you'll see 30-page books, you'll see 50-page books, and they do really good on their sales. So, but as far as like the main Kindle site, the main Kindle Amazon site, yeah, people do want more bang for their buck. The next time we talk, guys, it probably will not be tomorrow because, like I said, I have been so busy. You can keep the questions coming if you have any. And I did say that this will be a short live. Hey, Positive. Hey, thank you for coming in. But the next thing that we will talk about is book covers. We'll talk about how to get your book in PDF file. Again, I will stretch this because this is so important. Microsoft Word is very important because you can upload from Kindle on Microsoft Word. I'm going to go ahead and share that link again to um, the Kindle singles information. That way, if you did write a book that was less than 30,000 words, you could go ahead and send them your published book from the Amazon website and they can go ahead and load it. What books is the sells the most, like mystery, horror, and bio? Okay, so into my world. Okay, I'm gonna share a little bit because I'm very secretive about me writing books. I'm gonna share some things. Okay, I'll share two things with you. Romance is very huge. Horror is huge. Mystery is pretty good. Erotica is huge. 50 Shades of Grey did really good, right? Erotica romance is very huge. Okay. And I'm very secretive about like my author names and I'm not ready to share that with YouTube yet, and I don't know when I'm going to be ready to share it. But one thing that I had to get out of, my mom was really praying about it, is writing erotica. Erotica did amazing things for me about, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And I was just like, hey, I'm just writing steamy romance, and people ate it up. That is one genre that I know for sure does really well. My romance novels do really good too. Urban fiction does really well. I do not write urban fiction though, but I do know some urban fiction authors and they do really well. So really anything that's good, it will sell. Anything that's really good will sell. And because I can say that all of those genres are really good, but I mean, they all make sales, but it just depends on how good you are at writing it. I love romance and horror. I do not like horror, Patricia. I cannot stand horror, and I probably will be real good at writing a horror book because I know things that will creep. the living crap out of me, and it will probably creep other people out too. But yeah, horror does good. Romance does really, really good. Hey, Monica. No, don't tell your secrets. I just wanted to know what people like. Yes, yes. Another thing is on Amazon, you can share your profile pic or whatever. And it's so crazy because one of my, well, actually, two of my pen names, people assume that I am Caucasian. You guys know I'm African American, but you'll have your readers that will assume that, if you don't have a picture up there, it just by the way that you write, maybe. And so I have shared like my picture on other profiles with certain author names that I have, but these two I do not, because and it's not that I don't want to, it's just kind of like, let me just let them go with the flow, whatever. And so you'll start learning some things in the once you start writing, it's just up to how you feel about certain stuff. And plus, those are my erotica books. So I would definitely not be putting a picture up there anyway. That's why I'm like, I don't care what they think because I won't be putting a picture up there on my profile. I'll just keep everything the way it is because, that was during the time that I was writing erotica stuff. If anyone else has any more questions, then I could go ahead and answer them. I'll keep everything open for just a few seconds. Like I said, this live was not going to be long. I just wanted to come back and touch bases with you guys because I have been so busy and I was supposed to be back doing this 2 days ago. The race of the author shouldn't matter anyway. Right, Trish. Right. I think people would prejudge based on the picture. Yeah. Yeah, but the reason why I don't share, I mean, I've seen some comments like when they review, like, "Oh, I bet that she's like this," or, "I wonder what this author looks like." But the reason why I won't put my picture is because of what type of books what they are. But any other time I'll be like, "Poop, well, you're wrong. Let me put my picture up there." But, just because of the genre of the book, I don't want to do it. So I'll just let them think what they want. And sometimes that's good. Like when you write erotica, you don't have to. Like there's an author, she does really well, and she has like a picture of flowers for her profile. And yeah. And Nick said, don't judge a book by its cover. I have plain covers on a book, and it turned out to be really good. Mhm. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, covers, and since you bring that up, Nick, covers are important. And I'm going to go ahead and while we're talking about that, even though I'm going to share it again, um, in another live that we do. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share it again in another live that we do. But this is an awesome spot to go and get book covers made. And they will, of course, they're going to change everything around and put author names. The author names that you see on there are just names that they put on just to give you an idea what your book is going to look like once your pen name is on there, once your title is on there. The titles are made up, the author names are made up. The website is called goonwrite.com. Once you go to the top of the site, you will see that you can click on different types of books. So, whatever type of book you wrote, You can click on horror, you can click on romance. They have tons of book covers. They always have sales, they always have deals. And so that is a great way to go and get a book cover. You can have them do several mock-ups for you. They will communicate with you. If you say, "Hey, I don't really like it that color. Can you change it to this?" They more than likely they will be able to work with you and do, something for you based off of what you like. How about people that want to do a book about poems? How did that go? Yeah, you could do a poetry book. And you could do a poetry book and every page will be a different poem. So it's the same thing. It's just a different format. You know, you would do it more like centering your poem, of course, to the middle of your page, and it would just be a different format, but every page would be a different poem. Or once you're done with that poem, if it goes to 2 or 3 pages long, you just go ahead, your next page will be another poem. So yeah, you could do that. The element of surprise and mystery is always good. Stay incognito. Yes, yes. Lord, why did I think that said goon, right? Right, passive. Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's go on right.com. Yeah. And then guys, my one of my favorite mystery writers, authors is Mary Higgins Clark. I don't know if you guys ever read any of her stuff, but she is very good. And I used to read her stuff all the time when I was in my early 20s, late teens, early 20s. And she's really, really good. And mystery is that's one of my favorites. I already told y'all my struggle with mystery. So I am kind of like playing around with some ideas and like, can I get this? Let's see if I can maybe do something. And maybe I will do just a small Kindle single to see how a mystery novella goes, just a small book and see how that goes on top of what I'm going to be writing for NaNoWriMo. So, but guys, if you have any more questions, I'll keep it open for you. Please make sure you thumbs up the live if you haven't. If you're watching a replay, please make sure you thumbs up the live. I'm not going to be long. And you guys, I do believe that NQ's World is going to be live at 10 o'clock. So if you have time, then go over and check her out. And it looks like we don't have any questions right now. Thank you, Patricia. She says, like, pal, share, pal, subscribe, pal. Yes. Well, I love all of you guys. You guys have a great and blessed night. Get some good sleep. I pray that God blesses you. And I will see you next time. Now, I might not be here tomorrow because I was supposed to be here 2 days ago. And I was so busy, guys, like busy, busy. And so I might not be able to do this tomorrow night, but like I said, if I have to double up on some information the next time I see you, whether it's tomorrow night or the next night, I will do that. I'll make sure you got everything that you need to, all the tools you need to write your next book or your first book. Um, thank you so much, Christine. Thank you for coming in. And guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for spending time with me. You guys have a good night.